Hello, good morning everybody. It's Wednesday and welcome to your Stretch and Breathe with Diane. I'm breathing just a little heavy. I've been up and down my stairs a couple of times. There, that's better. Yeah, not the nicest of days out there, so a good day to take the time to do some stretches and to feel good today. So let's just begin with our feet about hip width apart. We are going to be using a chair today, so hopefully you have something nearby. So we're just going to start with our feet hip distance apart. Let's take a nice deep breath in together, raising the arms overhead. And exhale. Nice and slow, another big inhale. And exhale. And as you exhale, let your shoulders relax. And then have your feet nicely planted into the floor as you begin to lengthen your spine and lengthen the space behind your neck, feeling nice and tall. And if you find that your shoulders came up, because mine do sometimes, just go ahead and let them relax down. Bring the palms of your hands forward. Fingers are nice and relaxed. And just tilt your chin down a touch so you feel that length behind your back. A nice micro bend in your knees, and then go ahead and close your eyes. Let's just take a couple of minutes here before we get into any stretching to just center ourselves, take a moment to settle into our bodies and our breath, and let go of whatever we were doing, whatever's on our to-do list, and really bringing our attention and awareness to this moment. So begin to focus on your breath, the natural inhale and exhale. Maybe noticing where the breath is landing in your body, perhaps your belly or your chest. And just continue to breathe. Maybe begin to lengthen the breaths with each inhale, lengthening it just a moment more, and exhaling a moment more. I like to sometimes count, so you can count to 4 with your inhale, and then count to 4 with your exhale, and I'm going to let you do that on your own. A nice slow 4 count. And maybe on your next inhale, as you get to the top of the breath, number 4, hold it there. And then gently release. And one more time, inhaling to the count of 4. Hold the breath. Open your mouth this time and let it all out. Inhaling, raise the arms overhead. Go ahead and open your eyes up. Exhale, bring the arms down. One more time. Inhaling, raise the arms up. And down. And this time as you raise your arms up, leave the arms overhead. And as you inhale, raise the right arm. Oops, sorry, I forgot to clasp the left hand into the right hand. Raise up on your right side with the inhale, and as you exhale, bend over to the left. Opening up the heart so you're not leaning forward. You're opening the heart. You're feeling a nice extension on the right side. Breathing into the open space. And as you exhale, come back up to center. And this time taking your right hand into your left. Inhale as you reach up. Oh, I think I did that wrong. And then anyway, bend over to the right this time. I think you should have the opposite hand in there. It doesn't really matter. Just bend over to the right, keeping that micro bend in your knees. Inhaling deeply into the extended space there. We always breathe into our chest naturally, but it's nice sometimes to breathe into the side body. And if you're a yogi and you're ever doing child's pose, breathing into the back. So come on back up. Go ahead and lower the arms. One more inhale up. And as you exhale, bring your hands to cactus arms. And we're going to turn to the left. Again, micro bend in the knees. We don't want to strain the knees. And when you come around to the left, if you want to take your head and look over your shoulder, go ahead and do so. And a little bit of a spinal rotation here. Bring the head back to center if you moved it, and then bring your body back to center. And just keep on going to the right. And take your head looking over your right shoulder. And bring the head back and the body back. And let's do that one more time. So coming around, let the head come a little bit further. Keep that micro bend in the knees. Head comes around, body comes around, and continue to the right. Head keeps going. Then bring the head around and bring your body around to the front. And let's take our hands now behind the back. Clasping the hands behind the back. And then bringing the shoulder blades together so you're opening up your chest, opening up your heart. And maybe we take a bit of a forward bend here. So just begin to come forward at the hips, coming down. Arms can come up or they can stay resting on the small of your back. Whatever is comfortable for you. Micro bend in the knees. Keep coming forward. Hold it here. Head hangs. Nice and loose. No tension in the neck. Maybe nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Keep the shoulder blades together. And then bend the knees. Come on back up. And once you reach the top, shake out the arms. And let's just counteract that by bringing the hands up front and rounding the back. Nice big deep inhale and exhale. And shake it out. And let's just walk the hands down the thighs. Maybe take the feet a little bit wider. You can heel toe your feet wider if you like. I'm just going to do a couple of cat-cows here. So we'll begin with an inhale as you drop your belly and bring the chest up. And as you exhale, tuck in the tailbone, bring the belly button up, arching the back, and the chin comes to chest. Inhaling, lower the belly, lift the chest. Exhaling, opposite way, tucking in the tailbone, and bringing the chin to chest, nice arch in the back. One more time, inhaling, coming up to cat or cow, and exhaling, and down. Release the hands forward, fold at the hip all the way down. Walk the hands over to the right a little bit. Bend that right knee. You'll feel a little bit of a stretch in the left inner thigh. And then walk on over to the left side and just feel a nice little stretch on the inner thigh of the right leg. Come back to center, bend the knees generously and roll up one vertebrae at a time. All the way to standing, roll the shoulders back and forward. And let's lift them up to the ears and then really push them down. Like a pair of hands are on top of your shoulders. One more time up. And as you exhale, push them down. Always connecting the breath with the movement. Shake it out. Grab your chair. So sitting on the edge of your chair, so your bum's right towards the edge there. We're going to start with a figure 4. So taking your right leg, you want to cross it over your left thigh. Make sure your foot is, toes are bent towards your shin. So a nice flex position, and sit up nice and tall. So really lengthening the spine, lengthening the space behind your neck so you're nice and tall. And then when you're ready, begin to hinge forward at the hips. Left foot should be nice and flat on the floor. And as you come forward, you're going to feel that nice stretch in through the hips, through the glutes. And maybe even a little bit through the top of the quad on the right leg. And just holding it here. And then inhale, come on, back up. ahead and turn the ankle in one direction while we're sitting here, and then in the other. Wiggle the toes, spread them wide, crunch them up. Feels really good. Pointing and flexing the toe, just giving the ankle a little bit of love. And the feet there. And bring that foot down. And let's do the other side now. So we're taking the left leg up, crossing it over. Flex the foot. So you're coming in and you're sitting up nice and tall. And as you're ready, begin to hinge forward at the hip. Once again, feeling that beautiful stretch in the glutes, in the hip, maybe a little bit coming up the left side of your leg. And just looking down. Nice straight neck, so you're not hinging too much. And then come on back up. And let's do the same for this foot. So rotating in one direction and then in the other. And maybe pointing and flexing. Wiggle the toes, spread them wide, crunch them up. Whatever movement feels good in your feet. Go ahead and do it. And then bring your knees down. So now we're going to do another twist. We've already kind of done one twist, but we're going to get a little bit more. So as you're sitting on the edge, again, with your feet flat, take your left hand onto your right thigh, and then your right hand's going to come behind you. And once again, lengthening the spine and sitting tall with an inhale. As you exhale, rotate around to the right. And this will be a little bit more than we did the first time. So again, looking over your right shoulder. Couple of breaths here. And then bring the head around and bring the body around. And taking your right hand this time on your left thigh and your left hand behind you. Inhale to prepare by lengthening the spine, sitting nice and tall. Inhale. And exhale, turning over to the left. And let your head continue that little bit further. Taking a few really nice breaths here. Maybe on your exhale, going a little deeper, maybe not. Trying to keep the shoulder back, not letting it collapse forward. And as you exhale, bring the head around and bring your body back around to the front. Let's just take a moment to do a few more head movements. So bringing the chin to chest and lifting the head looking up. Once again, bring the chin to chest. And then lifting the head up. Nice and slow with all head movements. And then when you come back to neutral, we're going to take the left ear to the left shoulder. And then you might want to take your left hand, if you can see it through my puppy there, and just extend it out a little bit. Sorry, your right hand. Wait, right hand. Holy moly, I'm backwards on everything today. So just stretching out. Feeling that nice extension on the right side of your neck. So it's your right arm that's out. Lower the arm, bring your head back to center. Let's do the same now, bringing the right ear to the right shoulder and taking the left arm out to the side. Just taking a few breaths there. And then coming back to center. And then let's go ahead and stand up. Maybe you might want to move your chair, or if just stand behind it, I'm going to move it so you can see me. We're just going to take the right leg into a quad stretch. So holding on or not holding on, whatever you want. Keep the legs together and push the hip forward. That's going to take some stress off of your knee, and it's also going to concentrate the stretch in your quad, which is where you want it. Just holding here for a moment. And then release. And let's do the other side now. So taking the other leg, keeping the knees closer together and pushing the hip forward, taking that pressure off the knee. Standing up nice and tall, taking a few breaths, feeling a beautiful stretch in through the quad. And then release. I'm just going to move my chair out of the way. I always like to end with a nice stretch and a nice twist. So taking the right leg across the left, Right arm up, left arm down, and really stretching it out. Wiggling your fingers if that feels good to you. Take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, forward fold down over in front of your legs. And letting it all go. A nice stretch up through the back side of your legs. And as you inhale, come on back up. And let's do the other side. So left leg's going to cross over the right. Left arm up, right arm down, and really stretch it out. Wiggle the fingers if that's what you like to do. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, forward fold all the way down. Fingers can come to the thighs. The shins are all the way down to the floor. Let the head hang. Let the neck relax. Couple of breaths. And then walk on up. Give the legs a shake. Let's take a nice deep breath in together. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And bringing the arms down to your sides. And maybe just take a moment to close your eyes. Thank you for joining me this morning on your stretch. I hope that you're feeling relaxed and ready to go back to your work or whatever it is you have planned for your day. Enjoy, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Namaste.